Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Volunteer Roadshow. We're bringing it to you live from Oklahoma. Before I address this garbage can conspiracy, I'd like to send out my thoughts and prayers to those in Louisiana and Texas with Hurricane Harvey. That's a pretty bad deal they've had to deal with and going to have to deal with for years. And my thoughts and prayers is also with those in Florida and up the East Coast who's got Hurricane Irma in their crosshairs. But back to this garbage can conspiracy. Yeah, I've been thinking this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I've only got a couple of explanations. One of the explanations is it's to put the garbage that was on display at the Mercedes-Benz Dome Monday night. That defensive performance was one of the worst I've ever seen. Every time Georgia Tech had the ball, they were falling forward for 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. We couldn't stop them. And in fact, when they were going for 2 points at the end of the game in overtime, I almost turned the radio off. I said, they're going to score, and the game's over. But we put up a good stop. I got to give them that. And they say a win's a win, but I'm not so sure about that in this case. I tell you what, they need to put that Justin Martin kid packing back to Nashville. He couldn't cover a Pee-wee team. He couldn't cover a girls' flag football team. That was the worst cornerback play I've ever seen in my entire life. And I watched the clips of that, and I said it couldn't be as bad as what it was on the radio, but it was actually worse. I couldn't believe it. And reason number 2 for this garbage can nonsense. I'd like to put the blame squarely on Derek Dooley. I tell you what, he's probably got some voodoo doll or hired some Jamaican witch doctor and put a spell on Coach Butch Jones. Because the stupid stuff that he's been doing and saying and all these dang cliches has got to be something like that. And I wouldn't doubt it if he's hired some Jamaican witch doctor, got a voodoo doll, and sitting there in his basement laughing his butt off at all the stupidness that's coming from this head coach of ours. And that's the only explanation I have. If you've got another explanation, I'm willing to listen to it, but I don't think there's anything any more convincing than the 2 reasons I've given you. I made a video last week about these idiots on the internet calling for Butch Jones to be fired in the middle of the season if they lose to Florida or Georgia. I tell you what, I'm not going to put up a fight if that's what y'all want to do. I'm not going to say it's the wrong thing to do. Derek Dooley set our program back 200 years. What's another 200 years? Let's just cut the puppy's tail off and get on with it, I guess. I'm not going to fight about it. Thanks for tuning in. We're going 15-0.
Watch. Team 121, trash can.